Good morning, everyone. This is Linda Wolff with On Love. I have to apologize to all of you guys. For the past 3 weeks, I've been in and out of the hospital with an upper respiratory infection, and it's been very contagious, and I have had the most horrific cough and have been unable to record any audio podcast here on Love. So I am here today, and I'm hoping that I can hold out long enough without starting a coughing fit. So I am hoping that you all had a wonderful Christmas with your families, and then that you had such a joyous time. Today's audio podcast it's titled, What's on the Other Side? I'm going to read you a story real quick. I have a picture in front of me, and this picture is revealing a train track that goes into a tunnel, and the tunnel is absolutely dark, okay? So I'm going to read the story to you, then I will bring my piece of poetry that is entwined with this story and this picture. And then I will talk about it more afterwards. So let's get started. Imagine your biggest fear is darkness, and you are homeless. You find yourself walking a train track. You find yourself missing home. So you are trying to make your way back home again. And on this journey to home, you are faced with choices. There before you is a large tunnel, a tunnel that you must walk through that is filled with darkness to continue your journey home. Now the question is, this darkness is what you fear, and there is no way to get around it, because this tunnel is met on either side. You cannot pass on either side. The only way to get to the other side is through this tunnel. Now the question is, do you have the strength to overcome the gripping fear that is like a pair of hands squeezing down on your soul? What do you do? It comes to choices, strong choices. Do you place your hands down on the cold steel of the railroad tracks? Do you wait for the sensation of the vibration of an oncoming train? Or do you turn around and give up in defeat? Now I'm going to read the poem so you can better understand the emotion behind this title. To fear and remain strong, fail, then amplify. Until our fear overcomes within our ribs and we cast out defeat in the light of strength, in the light of renewal, in the resurrection of self. If I were to walk to what's on the other side of that tunnel of fear, I would intensify on the strength that's already there. Somehow, as people, as individuals, we face the biggest fears, but do we allow that fear to control our lives? Do you know what a huge fear to me was to be alone. See, when I went to high school, I got married. I got married when I was 18 years old. I thought that I was leaving my family, my mom and dad. I thought that their rules were too much for me, and I wanted to get away from those stringent rules that I did not understand until I got older and wiser. Now, I got married when I was 18 years old. And I stayed in that marriage because of fear. I stayed in that marriage dealing and absorbing manipulation. And I had this fear of walking away. I did this again in my second marriage. But in my second marriage, my husband passed away. And you know what the most hugest fear was for me? I had never ever lived alone from the time I was with my family as an 18-year-old, from birth till I was an 18-year-old girl. And now I was faced with the most biggest fear, and that was to start over alone with a little girl, with a little 6-year-old girl. It was so scary for me. I didn't know if I was going to be able to be capable of handling it. I had this huge fear, like, can I make it? Can I overcome this? But I did, because what I did is I took it one day at a time, and I made the choice to grip that cold steel of the railroad track, and I listened to see and hear if a train was coming. And when I sensed that there was no train coming, I walked. Sorry. I walked through that darkness alone by myself. It was the hugest feat I had ever overcome, but I did it. And what was on the other side is I found myself. I found myself, and I found that strength that was already there. I just had to overcome that fear of darkness, that fear of aloneness. Okay, you guys, I think I have taxed my throat enough. I hope that this has brought something to you. You have a strength inside of you that you have not tapped yet. And if you're scared to start over again, if you're scared to walk away from that someone who has kept you a victim for so long, that strength is deep down inside of you, and all it takes is one step. And then after that, take it one moment, 1 second at a time, or 1 day at a time, because you are strong. You are strong, and you just need to tap into that strength every day and tell yourself, I can do this. I can do this, because I am more powerful and stronger than the fear that wants to keep me trapped. Okay, guys, I gotta go. God bless you guys. A new year is coming upon us, and I hope you step out into that new year with a new, renewed strength in yourself. And I hope you have the most amazing, positive 2020. I love you guys. Signing out. This is Linda.